This is my family. My dad, my mom.
Why are you so close to me? First of all, move back.
Their wedding looking hella Indian. And me! We moved to America from England when I was 5. It took us nearly a decade to become citizens and join the American fraternity. Did you do anything to celebrate?
We went out to eat.
Did you go to Denny's?
Not when I'm with him.
No,
His favorite place is Denny's.
I think it's probably Olive Garden or something.
I wasn't going to let him go to Denny's on that occasion.
You get good American breakfast at Denny's.
That's going to be the most offensive thing that you say in this whole thing.
When I was a little boy in India, there was no electricity in the village. What we heard about Americans was they were sending rockets to the moon.
We have a liftoff. Liftoff on Apollo 11.
Did you ever think then, when you were in that village, that you would live in America now?
No.
Not in my wildest dreams.
Tell me about the first time that you really thought about moving here.
I had the flu, and then your dad came and he said there are lots of opportunities for software engineers in Florida. I said, Florida? Sunny Florida? I religiously watched Miami Vice. You saw the fast boats, big houses, you know, we should go for it.
What was the process like for getting citizenship?
Lots of forms. We came on the H-1 visa. I had to apply for the green card, which takes 3 years.
After 5 years, then the next step is naturalization.
After a long process of going through the citizenship, we felt that we belonged to the American club then. Want to say something?
So many people struggled with distance, with language, and with culture to come to this very meaningful moment. When you say, I am an American, and this is the new country that I now belong to.
If it took you 8 years to get a passport, you want to make sure you don't want to lose it, obviously. It goes into the safety deposit box in the bank.
It's so valuable. It deserves to be in the same place where you would put like your gold brick if you had one. You know, you grow up being a woman. The Indian cultural boundaries are restricting. Once I moved here, I really did feel that I found my own identity. I had wanted to open a childcare center, and I was able to do that.
Do you think that different immigrants are treated differently here?
On the one hand, if I want to do something, I'm free to do it. On the other hand, you know, I think when some really tragic events happen, that kind of changes people's minds. When 9/11 happened, I, like any other American, I remember dealing with, you know, the tragedy of the Twin Towers, you know, lost lives. And then at the same time, feeling that, you know, my patriotism was in question.
Does that affect the way that you feel American?
Yeah, usually, you know, the American flag is always considered a symbol of patriotism. And I felt that, you know, when I bought the flag and needed to have it on my car, that it would protect me from being targeted. I had a friend, he had just got out of his car. The next thing he knew, police officers with guns and dogs around his car. Because he has a full beard and a turban, he looked upon the danger to the community at that point.
So did you feel scared to go to the airport?
I certainly did at that time. I didn't want to be questioned.
Whenever you went through security, regardless of how many times you went, you always were the one who was chosen to go through the extra security.
Right, where you kind of get judged for being an immigrant, even though you're already a citizen.
I think people sometimes have a short memory about their own roots.
And, you know, everyone essentially here is an immigrant, whether they came in 1988 or they came in 1888. Everyone has been an immigrant at some point other than maybe Native Americans.
But I chose America to be my country, and I knew I was going to feel the growing pain of a nation.
Do you feel like an American?
I sure do. I feel like American. Love burgers and barbecues.
And to drink beer, which you like.
Yeah, that's also American.
You know, it's given you the opportunity to be who you are.
No, you won't. We won't give you.
Cheers.
So from that point of view, we've gained more than we can ever say.
This world is yours, world is yours. Yeah, whose world is this? I'm trying to get to this place that my grandpa told me about as a child. Told me only if you can make it and the faithless ain't allowed. Be a star out your game and name above the clouds. And if you miss, you at least be amongst your own crowd. Whose world is this? Whose world is this? Looks like this world is yours, right? People, it's time to rise. Realize it's a heaven, whether you think it's inside or in the sky. Reach for the heavens.
How do you feel about America's future?
I think the nation will come together.
That's difficult to answer. I'm going to be optimistic, but it's difficult to predict what will happen.
Yeah. Y'all gonna fly? Come on, float up there with me real quick. We'll let Miguel take him up there. Just vibe with it, alright? There's him. You got him? Bring him back nice though, man. Come on. Alright.